main support this evening is Luke Traynor versus Gareth Hales. And Luke, someone you knew very well, Brad, and again, making his pro debut after what is really a sparkling amateur career.
Well, yeah, he's fought as an amateur rankings for a long, long time, gathered a lot of experience. Him being an amateur, but his approach to the scene is very professional, you know, so this is going to be nothing new to him. He trains 5 minutes rounds within the gym anyway with loads of professional athletes, so it's no different. He's been on this stage before, and I'm looking forward to tonight to see him take that next step in his career.
Now, Brian, Gareth is also very experienced, but he doesn't go the distance. He likes to finish, or he will be finished. This, for me, says fireworks for Luke tonight.
I think it's a really tough test for Luke Traynor. Gareth Hales is not someone you take lightly, comes from a military background, has that sort of mentality as well. And when I spoke to him, he said he believes that if he puts the pressure on Luke Traynor, because he believes he's coming in as the underdog, if he puts that pressure on early, he can make Luke Traynor feel like a rabbit in the headlights, and he'll capitalise on that. We've seen it many times in his fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the co-main event of the evening. Light heavyweight action on the cards. Now first, set to make his way down to the cage, presenting Gareth Hales.
Representing Castle Martial Arts, Gareth Hales, Brian, is a man in a hurry. You look at his record, win or lose, and including his amateur record, he never goes the distance. He either finishes you or goes out on his sword before the final bell.
And we mentioned it on the intros, he's got that military background, that mentality of not backing down, moving forward, and you just got to look at, first of all, his coaches, Dave Wiltshire, John Gisby, but also his sparring partners for this. One of them being somebody that you know very well, Tom Kong Watson, who is making his comeback in MMA. So for him to be a main sparring partner, you know he's got a tough test tonight, but there's not going to be many tougher tests in the gym than Tom Kong Watson.
No, I've had the pleasure of commentating on Tom many times, and he's especially upright, superb physical specimen.
And now, set to make his way down to the cage, presenting Luke the Giant Traynor.
You heard the response there for Luke Traynor here in our co-main event, making his debut professionally for Team Titan. But Nathaniel, again, another young man with an excellent amateur pedigree.
Definitely, Luke's one of those guys where even in his semi-pro days, he's training like a pro. You see him, he's one of the first in the gym and he's one of the last out. He's stretching, he's doing extra warm-ups, he's doing extra stretching after training, and you know, this is a guy that's definitely taking his career seriously, and you know, I can see him in the UFC one day for sure.
And Brian, 8 amateur bouts, just the one defeat.
And that's a beautiful record, but what I like outside of that is the beautiful story behind this man. This is somebody who works with kids in care foster home. He is and still lives in a foster home, and that has helped grow him and discipline him. The love from the family that have taken him in is something that really motivates him. And when I was reading through this, I'm getting goosebumps now just thinking about it. He wants to give back, wants to represent those children that maybe have come from a harder background, show hard work, perseverance. Love is out there as well, and that for me, that is the story beyond the fight, and that is why you can see here he is surrounded by support, and that rings true.
Preach, Brian.
Sponsored by Scramble, Rise of Champions number 7 on UFC Fight Pass. Now set for 3 5-minute rounds of action in the light heavyweight division. We introduce first the blue corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 205.9 pounds. As a professional, one single defeat, representing Castle Martial Arts, fighting out of Portsmouth, England, presenting Gareth Hales. And now across the cage is adversary in the red corner, standing 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 204.6 pounds. His debut as a professional tonight, representing Team Titan and fighting out of Stevenage, Hertfordshire, presenting Luke the Giant Traynor. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Daniel Mulvahedi.
If we look at the tail of the tape, debut for Luke Traynor, but that amateur record, 6 feet 6. one defeat for Gareth Hales, 34-23. This our co-main event of the evening.
Straight away, Luke's eager to get in.
Eager, he was pacing backwards and forwards as the names are being called. Oh, he caught him with the right hand there, and now mixes up to the takedown. Massive opening 30 seconds coming here from Luke Trainer.
And that was a huge shot before the takedown. I thought Gareth Hales was going from there, and he already looks worried, Nathaniel, from that raw power.
That's it, and you know, I'm not really quite sure what he's doing there. He's kind of got a schoolboy headlock, but you know, Luke's very clever here, and he looks like I'm sure he's going to work to his back now.
Like you said, that grip that Gareth Hales has got over the back of the head, that actually does him no good whatsoever right here. He needs to try and regain that arm and turn back into his opponent, but oh.
That's it. I think he might be in a state of panic, and that's sometimes what fighters do. They kind of put you in that schoolboy headlock, and it really doesn't do anything other than buys them a little bit of time.
Oh, and now moves to Matt. That was slick from Luke Trainer, and now looking to lock up that arm.
Not wasting any time here.
Not at all.
Bucking, trying his best, Gareth Hales. Well, that's a big, big man to be on top of you there. And he almost didn't need to take it to ground. He really rocked Gareth's head with that right hand.
I think that was just following the momentum of the fight that brought him into that position. Then the awkwardness of Gareth keeping that headlock on. But what we're seeing from Luke here, as he isolates that arm, and there's a real awareness of control and position, and even those body shots, those to the side of the rib cage, as he now transitions into side control, again trapping that arm. Really great, fluid ground game. Oh, now locking this up.
This could be over.
That's not actually under the chin, but this could be, all she wrote.
Nathaniel, what an impressive start from Luke, right from the offset, just walked his man down.
That's it, he was wasting no time, and he straight away showed that he can throw some strikes, and he's got the takedown, and he's very well run.
But it's almost like a modified rear naked choke, because he's not quite on the back. The arm's not trapped in a head and arm triangle, but he seems to...
That's it. Sometimes you can find these positions and you've almost got a neck crank as such. So, you know, Luke may feel that right now he's got a good choke or a neck crank, and he was trying to, you know, get somewhere with it. But obviously now, you know, he's got that full mount. He can bide his time and look to pick some shots.
He's looking to isolate that arm again and then throw those shots down. It's dangerous times for Gareth Hale. And his body language is letting you know he's in trouble, isn't he?
He's having to fight for every inch of... Oh, now locking up this key lock. What's the escape? Oh, there we go. And then just as we say that, Luke lets that go. But every position that Luke moves into is another door to a painful submission from for Gareth Hales.
And he finds that mount again, Nathaniel. These are you just feel it's a matter of when now.
That's it. Luke seems to have an answer for everything right now. And, you know, Gareth may be hurt on that shot.
Big elbows,
yeah,
that's enough.
Dan
Moverhead has seen enough.
What a debut there from Luke.
And Nathaniel was the right call. We heard those elbows from here.
Definitely, and you could see that Gareth didn't want to be in there, you know. It was a great performance by Luke, but...
He's cut as well from those elbows, smashing them down, Nathaniel. And you say a great performance. He sat out his stall from the opening moment. He just roared across the cage, and it was virtually over from there, that first right hand.
That's it. I feel that when Luke walked in the cage, you could see that, you know, in his head, he'd already won this fight. All he had to do was show up, and from his performance, you know, he definitely came in with the right mentality, the right game plan, and, you know, he really did bring his A game tonight.
Now, I think we'll see that the first right hand rocks him, and Brian said it was momentum that carried him on again forward. Here it comes here, there.
That's it. You know, he showed that he could strike, but, you know, Luke was comfortable to take it wherever he goes, and that's what a true martial artist does, you know. He shows that he's good in all areas. And
as you said, he tried various things, not quite orthodox, but then when the final moment came as well, those elbows that thud down, Daniel Moverhead had no choice really, did he? We could hear them from here. Once he finds it, they start here, and then he just drives them in. That's it, and you can see Gareth here, you know, he's covering up, but he's not actively defending himself, and
You know, as we say, that's all the referee needs to be able to stop the fight.
Well, what a debut and what a physical specimen. We will see far more of Luke Traynor.
Our referee called a stoppage to this bout 3 minutes 22 seconds into the first round. Declaring your winner by TKO with ground and pound, Luke the Giant Traynor.
Luke Traynor, pleasure to meet you, my friend. Congratulations on the victory. First step into the pro ranks, and if this is the start, God knows where you could take this. You looked absolutely fantastic. Sum up that performance for me.
I liked it, if I was honest. I think the bright lights, the amount of people that showed me love today, that came out, it all got a bit overwhelming. I didn't perform like I know I could, but listen, I got the win. I wanted to use my elbows, that's how I finished it, so I said it was gonna be bloody, and it was bloody. I wanna thank Gareth Hales for coming out. Tough guy, man. And thank you to my team, my family, I love you guys. This is the start of a big career for me, man. I'm going to be world champ one day, and this is the first stepping stone, so.
What an exciting stepping stone. You mentioned there the support, your family, that's part of your story as well. You talked to me about being in a foster home and wanting to spread that word of love and what that's given to you and to help young people in that position as well. Just sum up what this means. All these people that are out for you, that is because of the person you are. How does that feel?
Listen, a win in the MMA cage is great. It feels amazing. This is my love, my passion, but without my beautiful life, without the people I love, without being able to help people, then life wouldn't be love with it, man. So, yeah, this is great, but my passion in life is definitely to make the world a little bit of a better place in whatever way I can. So, yeah, I love you guys again. Thank you to my supporters at home. And yeah, like I said, this is a beautiful start for me. So, life is beautiful. Live long and prosper, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it one more time. Luke